Hey Justin, I don't know how to tell you this, but the guy that ruined your childhood and took away your innocence, he's in jail now.
What?
Yeah, they locked him away, so that's good. You don't have to see him anymore, but everybody knows now.
Knows what?
Today, we've got a story that's got the internet in an absolute chokehold. Justin Bieber has reportedly been questioned by the feds in connection with the ongoing legal firestorm surrounding Sean Diddy Combs. Now, as far as we know, Justin isn't under investigation. But the fact that his name is even being brought up in the middle of this mess, that's got everyone talking. If you've been anywhere near social media lately, you've probably seen the waves this is making. It's like one of those Hollywood plot twists no one saw coming. The connection between Justin and Diddy isn't exactly new, but with Diddy's world crumbling, everyone's now digging into those old receipts, and some of them don't look great in hindsight. Let's take it back to 2009. A 15-year-old Justin Bieber had just exploded onto the music scene with his hit One Time, and his rise was meteoric. At that point, he was pretty much the internet's golden boy. And that's when Diddy, already a household name, swooped in. In a now infamous clip, Diddy is seen introducing Justin and talking about how they're spending 48 hours together, saying stuff like, they're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we're doing, we can't really disclose. Yeah, those words haven't aged well.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
Back then, it looked like a mentor-mentee vibe. Diddy was this powerful industry figure, and Justin was the fresh-faced teen star being shown the ropes. It was pretty common for big names to take young talent under their wing. Nobody really batted an eye at it until now. With Diddy currently facing serious accusations and lawsuits, that old video clip is being dragged out and picked apart like never before. People are re-watching it, reposting it, and asking questions. Why was a grown man hanging out solo with a 15-year-old pop star? What were they doing that couldn't be disclosed? And most importantly, how deep did that relationship go? The internet, being the internet, is already speculating, and the theories are wild.
So these videos of Diddy with Justin Bieber when he was only 15 years old are resurfacing, and the one thing that I want to ask is, why was a 40-year-old hanging around with a 15-year-old? Why did no one think that was an issue or a red flag?
One thing to keep in mind is that Diddy wasn't just randomly hanging out with Justin. This was at a time when industry mentorships were all the rage. Big name artists were always looking for the next prodigy to attach their name to. And Justin, fresh off YouTube stardom, was hot property. But that also meant he was vulnerable. He was being shuffled between high-powered managers, producers, and record execs who had their own agendas. When you're 15 and new to that world, you're not always in control of your surroundings or even aware of what's going on behind the scenes. There were a lot of questions even then about how young artists were being handled. Scooter Braun, who discovered Justin and helped guide his career, has faced his own controversies about power dynamics in the music industry. And with someone like Diddy, who had already built an empire and had huge cultural influence, the optics of him hanging out privately with a teenager felt a little odd. Even back then, people just didn't say it out loud. Fast forward to 2023, and Justin Bieber is no longer that teen heartthrob. He's a grown man, married, and building a life far from the chaotic spotlight of his early fame. But then came the collaboration that's now haunting him. Justin Bieber appeared on Diddy's album, the Love album Off the Grid, being featured on the track Moments. At the time, it seemed like a normal industry move, but now it's being viewed through a very different lens. Sources close to Justin Justin say he deeply regrets that collaboration. According to an article from Hindustan Times, Justin reportedly said that if he had known what was going to come out, he never would have been involved. And honestly, who can blame him? Being linked to Diddy right now is like holding a live grenade. Everyone's trying to drop it and run. And that brings us to the most recent development. Justin allegedly being questioned by federal authorities. Again, to be clear, we do not know if he's being accused of anything. But investigators are said to be talking to anyone who had close contact with Diddy, especially during the timeframes being looked into for the ongoing lawsuits. Justin's name popped up and the feds apparently reached out. People close to Justin say he was totally rattled by the interaction. It's one thing to read about these stories in the headlines, but it is different when federal agents are showing up to ask you questions. Word is, he's been emotionally shaken, like the whole thing stirred up some old trauma he's worked hard to put behind him.
Justin Bieber is allegedly breaking down after hearing all the horrific allegations against Diddy. It's being reported that Justin Bieber is really going through it and he's having a hard time processing all of the horrific allegations that he's heard, and he's regretting even working with Diddy. I feel like if this is true, Justin Bieber is literally working through his own trauma on things that he's experienced with Diddy. And my heart hurts for Justin Bieber so bad because I really feel like he has been through some.
This is where Hailey Bieber steps in. She's reportedly been his rock through all of this. If you follow them on Instagram, you've probably noticed that she's been posting a lot of uplifting content lately. Quotes about faith, mental peace, and staying grounded. It's clear she's doing everything she can to keep Justin calm and focused on their family.
We've all heard the rumors that Justin Bieber was allegedly abused by Diddy. And according to this new blind item, he has been a mess since the news of Diddy's arrest has come out, so much so that Hailey Bieber allegedly had to take his phone away from him. This A/A- list celebrity offspring took away the phone of her husband for his mental health. She is worried he will go over the edge this week. And again, this is allegedly Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber.
And honestly, this couldn't come at a more crucial time. Justin has been incredibly open about his struggles with mental health over the years. He's spoken about battling depression, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts, especially during his teen years when he was thrust into global fame with no roadmap. He's also talked about dealing with ADHD and the pressure of always being on for the cameras. In his 2020 docuseries Seasons, Justin didn't hold back. He got real about feeling like he was drowning, saying at one point, "I was like, man, is this pain ever going to go away?" And that pain wasn't just emotional, it was physical too. He talked about use, dependency on sleeping pills, and the overwhelming feeling of being a product instead of a person. And for anyone who followed Justin's career closely, you know this wasn't just him being dramatic. The industry's pressure really did a number on him. He was a kid trying to navigate paparazzi, constant interviews, screaming fans, and a team that expected him to keep producing hits like a machine. There wasn't much room for downtime. His schedule was stacked, his personal life wasn't private, and any misstep was front page news. The whole situation led him to rebel. We all remember the headlines: getting arrested for DUI in Miami, peeing in mop buckets, throwing eggs at neighbors' houses. These weren't just bad boy antics. They were cries for help from someone who never got to just be a normal teenager. It wasn't until years later, after hitting what he described as rock bottom, that he started to seriously reevaluate everything. In the years since, Justin's been doing the work, therapy, faith, healthy routines, all of it. He even stepped back from touring and making music to focus on his personal life. He married Hailey in 2018, and since then, he's been trying to rebuild a sense of normalcy. They pray together, travel, and most recently welcomed their baby boy, Jack. Even his approach to faith has shifted in a big way. Justin has talked at length about finding spiritual healing through Christianity and attending church with Hailey. They've both been seen at services for Hillsong and other modern churches that cater to young celebrities. For Justin, faith has become less of a talking point and more of a survival tool. He credits it with giving him direction when everything else felt out of control. In many ways, he's replaced the wild party lifestyle with a quieter, more intentional existence focused on healing and family. He's also dabbled in philanthropy, donating to mental health initiatives and speaking out on social media about the importance of checking in with yourself. But it seems like this Diddy situation is pulling him back into a past he's tried to leave behind, and fans are noticing. Online comments have been pouring in, some supportive, some just straight up nosy, but the general vibe is concern. People are asking, is Justin okay? Others are furious that his name is even being mentioned when he's clearly tried to stay out of drama the last few years.
Justin Bieber has recently been looking noticeably worse for wear, and fans haven't missed it.
The people, the facts, the people who are in that world that have no clue, that we really are clueless and things are told to us and we have no clue of what happens out there. Because people did know. People did know. No one said anything. No one said anything. I just think, why? Why are we hurting our children? These are children. And Justin Bieber's biggest blessing was to have this beautiful talent, and that was his curse too. For him to have a beautiful talent, I'm pretty sure he prays and just says, just take it all away. I'm pretty sure he went through that. Just, God, take it all away. Take my talents away. That is so sad. His biggest blessing was his biggest curse.
He performed at Coachella this year, and he was looking very much out of it, and fans have taken to social media to express their concern. Some have even speculated that he was under the influence before his set.
Justin Bieber's fans expressed concern over the pop star's behavior during the second weekend of Coachella 2025. The Peaches singer was seen in a video on what appeared to be a joint at the music festival in Indio, California. While his body was hunched over as he bounced his head to his 2015 song, What Do You Mean? At another point, the clip showed a shirtless Bieber, 31, oddly moving his body to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us in a crowd. Fans reacted to the footage of the Grammy winner in the comments, with one person claiming, "I'm sorry, but he doesn't look okay. He's not just having fun. He's definitely under some hard influence. He needs better friends by his side," another added. "I'm mad that the people around him are not doing anything," a third chimed in. "Poor guy, I don't understand why they say he is enjoying. You can see clearly he needs help," a fourth user claimed, echoing several others. Do you think he's normal and the fans are overreacting, or that he's in a serious situation and needs help? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
He also recently went off on some paparazzi that were following him and claimed all they want is money and they don't care about anyone. He was clearly very agitated, and it raises the question of whether all of this recent behavior is connected. What's interesting is how fast the industry can turn. Just a few months ago, he was popping up at parties, smiling, maybe even thinking about a new album. He was seen at rapper Sexy Eye Red's birthday celebration, just vibing with friends and being chill. No one saw this storm brewing, and now he's caught in the crossfire of one of the biggest scandals in modern music history. One thing is clear, Justin is doing everything he can to distance himself from the whole situation. Insiders say he's scrubbing old posts, avoiding questions, and refusing to speak publicly until more facts come out. His team is reportedly in full damage control mode, trying to make sure his name isn't tied too closely to Diddy's mess. Some fans are even speculating that this might be the final straw for Justin's music career, not in a cancelled way, but in a "I'm done with this circus" way. He launched a new clothing brand called Sky LRK, stepping away from his previous line Drew House. It's clear he's trying to reinvent himself, not just as a celebrity, but as a human being. What happens next is anyone's guess. Will Justin speak out publicly? Will this blow over, or will more from the past come back to haunt him? All we know for sure is that he's trying to stay grounded, protect his family, and keep his head down while the storm passes. So what do you think? Should Justin break his silence, or is he smart to stay quiet? Do you think this will impact his future projects, or is this just a case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss updates on this story as it continues to unfold.